What's going on, everybody here at YouTube? It's your boy King Gabe here once again. Hope you guys enjoyed that church service that we had and everything, along with a special appearance from my big sis Casey and everything. So, looks like we're kind of back on track with our little major video making, with some starting off with a couple of toy reviews here. As you can see, we're went from reviewing 2 toys at a time, so here we're doing 3, sort of like with the Gundam review. Yeah, that's kind of, there's quite a bit that I want to show as far as in these toys. So yeah, especially the ones that we got for the day, and there's something special about the happened between one of the Cheetors and Wreck-Gar over here. So yep. We got the Kingdom line Cheetor, the Cheetor from the Beast Wars line back in the 90s there, everything, and Wreck-Gar from the G1 Transformers movie. Yep. So, we're going to take a look. We're going to, let's see, I think we'll start off with the 90s Cheetor first there. Now, technically, you're probably like, well, why not start off with Wreck-Gar first, since, G1 Transformers came before Beast Wars and Kingdom? Well, there's a little something I want to show you while he's still in motorcycle mode that involves the Cheetors. And some of you, well, you probably hadn't. There was a video I did release showing this on TikTok. And I would have had it on YouTube, but for some reason, that was a pretty cool ringtone, don't you think? Yeah, it's a spam there. But anyway, even though I had used royal-free music for the video, for some reason, YouTube had a copyright claim on it. I don't know what that was all about, and I didn't feel like trying to do no argument or anything like that, so I just took it down. I wasn't in the mood for trying to go back and forth over this there. So anywho, so yeah, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll probably know what I'm gonna do with Kingdom Cheetor and Wreck-Gar. Yeah, so we're gonna set these 2 aside. Out of sight. And we're going to start with Cheetor. Yep. Cheetor! So, Beast Wars Cheetor. He got pretty cool design and everything. And, really good, really good paint job on the spots and everything. Head sculpt's not too bad there. You got a little bit of a gap in here, and there's also, his weapon is attached like that. You can't take that out there. Of course, you have this little thing going, so probably best to keep it in there. I know it's going to kind of look weird with this, but for the sake of the bottom, it looks a little bit better like that. That's one thing about it. When you transform the robot mode, make sure you keep up with these weapons, because the weapons are also parts of him in beast mode that are very necessary. Like I say, this now you can go with or without this, but this you definitely do not want to lose. This becomes a weapon as well and attaches to him as the back part of him and his tail. So yeah, that's one thing about that. So articulation wise, oh, and you see some kibble, robot mode kibble there. A lot of it showing, especially at the bottom with the feet inside. But other than that, not too bad there. I didn't put that. Yeah, I didn't have that in there good. Articulation-wise, the legs are pretty much, you can't bend them or anything. You can move them like this, but you'll reveal sort of a gap when you do that. But I mean, if you wanna do some running, yeah, that's pretty much the best you're gonna be able to do. The other legs can move a little bit better, as long as you don't go too far up, because you don't want to pop this off. Can do a back kick, kind of back kick and everything. Somewhat, yeah, like this tail thing is basically what's kind of blocking that. Can't really move the beast mode head. Other than the leg moving, he's pretty much a brick. Kind of like some of the Zords and Power Rangers, some of their toys there. So, yeah, he's pretty much a brick. He's a brick. House. He's mighty, and the fastest Cheetor there. He's a brick. House. He's got a lot of spots, lots of stuff. Ain't hold nothing back. Had a moment there. So let's get this brick house transformed there. We're gonna move that. So it'd be his weapon. Later, move this too. And now what we're gonna do? We're gonna stand him up. Stand him up and everything. Might want to go and pop that out first before standing him up. I should have done that. Yeah, that way you can do like that there. And now what you want to do, spin that around. I guess, yeah, spin that around. And also spin the bottom part of the legs around. And then you want to, oh, hang on just a second there. Okay. So, but yeah, kind of had, my eyes were kind of burning a little bit. And no, it wasn't from Cheetor. No, he did not burn my eyes. It just happened. Freak accident. Okay, so now we're gonna raise these legs down like that. And unlike the show, no, the legs don't come to the back, you know, like in the show when he transformed. Cheetor, maximize! And the back Cheetor, the front Cheetor legs would come to on the back of him in robot mode. Nah, not on this figure. The other one it does, but not this one. Yeah, they didn't quite make it. I don't know why. And they do have other Cheetor figures, which I gotta say, in my opinion, compared to this one is actually the best Cheetor figure you probably could get back when they made these in the 90s now. Now, of course, yeah, advancements are made where they make them more show accurate and everything, but back then, with the early toy making, yeah, this was your best Cheetor, yeah. So, yeah, move that down. Now, swing that. Fold into place. Straighten the head up a little bit, and there you got Cheetor in his robot mode. You can also do it like that. Of course, it might be hard for him to see like that, trying to look over this big hunking Cheetor head. That's kind of your major nitpick with that, is the hunking Cheetor head, and kind of that little gap, and also what I mentioned about the legs, yeah. Though when I was a kid, when I actually had this as a kid there, I used to pretend that there were rocket jets in these when he was in robot mode, he could fly. Which is ironic, because when he becomes a Transmetal in Season 2 of Beast Wars, he actually has a flight mode attached to his Beast mode there. As Waspinator went, huh? Catbot cannot fly? Oh boy. So, yep, so, yeah, that's Cheetor. He also has this mutant head for some reason. I don't know what the deal with that is. A lot of them had these mutant heads, the early 90s Transformers, for some reason. Don't know what. I guess that may have been something that they were thinking of putting in the show, but never did. Oh, well. So, articulation-wise, he can move his arms all the way around. Robot mode arms. And, yeah. Even move that a little bit. Yeah. Move his head. Oh. Careful there. Kind of all the way around. It sort of works. And the legs, well, he can... It's a little bit more movement than the Beast mode. He does have knee joints now. but it is kind of still limited because of how, you know, everything else is designed. Got that little torso piece and everything. Back kind of got a little hollow little stuff going on back there, but like I say, everything else is pretty good. Pretty good. And then let's put him, let's see, I think I'll just say he's right-handed. So I would now this weapon, actually you can squeeze this right here. Squeeze that right there, you stick it in some water and it would fill up. But I am not in a position to show that there, and I think there was one point I did try that for when I think I did a review of this on one of my older channels. It did work, but it was really hard for me to capture it on the camera. So, but that's what it does. It does do that. And of course you have his tail weapon. Now this weapon right here is actually called the Gut Blaster, I think. In the show, it would usually be painted, have like a little pink right there, sort of. I used to always think it was like a brain, because it looked like a brain. But people say it's called the Gut Blaster. Okay? And he used that weapon quite a bit. Sometime he used this weapon. You just open that up. Sometime he did use this, but he used that a lot more. So it's good that they included that there. Let's put that in. Oh, come on, hold your weapon. Get. Come on now, Cheetor, hold your weapon. Ooh, boy. You want to make this difficult. Okay, so yeah, I got that going. Yeah, you can do some double blasting action. The pew 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 pew. As Mark Beeks would say, who was pretty much imitating Mark Zuckerman, the Facebook guy. And speaking of the Facebook guy, there's a thing I found out from. It was a post that was on my friend, my big sis Casey. Well, she's like a big sis, not like biological, but you know, she's like a sister to me there. I always call her that because growing up, we pretty much acted like siblings to each other. But her mother posted a thing that I think it was her mother. I think that's who posted it. Because I shared and I saw it and I shared it about Mark Zuckerman say not being too keen with people posting the Lord's Prayer on Facebook. Are you freaking kidding me? You mean to tell me? And I mean seriously, I mean Facebook has pages for different churches too, like Brookwood. They got their Like, you know, where I go, Brookwood, they got their Facebook page. Where one of my brothers, they got a Facebook page for their church. My mom and dad, my grandparents' church even got a Facebook page. And you're going to tell me that we can't post the Lord's Prayer, but yet churches have Facebook pages. Hello? Don't you think the Lord's Prayer is going to come up at some point if you got churches involved on Facebook? Yeah, that's a pretty stupid thing to put up there, Mark Zuckerman. I'm just, as a constructive criticism, that is pretty stupid. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm like that. I just have to say it, man. Screw that noise. I'm not going to say the other word, but yeah, screw that. No, if we want to put the Lord's Prayer on our page, we are going to put it on our Facebook page. We're gonna say hallelujah on the Facebook page if we want to say that. as the Hebrew boys and Daniel would say, we ain't ashamed of our God, the one that brought us here in this world. All right, so a message on YouTube there. From a response to one of the comments made from Jamaica Snuggie. Okay. I thought it was one of my videos at first. Okay. So, now we got the Kingdom Cheetor. Pretty cool looking at everything. Now he's a little slender than the Beast Wars one. The other Beast Wars one, I think is more accurate in color somewhat. This one is still kind of accurate in color. Well, for the Kingdom line, yeah, because you know Kingdom, their designs are similar to Beast Wars, but they do have a few differences. So I guess for the Kingdom line, it's captures the accuracy. But the other one, I think, really nailed it with the color and some of the robot, especially some of the robot mode parts. So this one actually has the slender accuracy. And yes, he can move his legs, bend them and everything. Even move his feet. Yep, move feet. Same with the other. Let's see. Well, he can move the head, but you'll reveal the robot mode head. So, but he can open his mouth. As you can see, yeah. Now, one thing with Masterpiece Cheetor, they have that thing where you can switch the head, or you have a cheetah head, and then you tuck it away and pull out, you know, the head. That's actually how it looks when he's in robot mode. There, don't get that here, but that's still fine there. You can move his legs there. Pretty much, just be kind of careful. Careful you don't get that out of place. The little bit of kibble is the robot mode arms kind of coming out, the hands, fists, but the other part of the arms is covered by the stomach, which is pretty good. Little bit there, like the torso of the robot mode. A little bit of the robot kibble from the legs, but it's actually not quite as much as with the other one. So it's a little bit more hidden there. You can see the robot mode feet kind of sticking out there a little bit. Other than that, he's pretty good. Not a bad figure. So let's get him transformed and show you the special feature for Rekgar. We're gonna straighten out the legs. Take the, oh yeah, and also remove this tail, because that's gonna become a weapon just like with the other, but in somewhat of a different way. Yes, he has a different kind of weapon for this Cheetor. So take that, take the robot mode feet out, pushes the beast mode feet up like that, and it actually does this in the Kingdom show. Getting tired of your spam risk. The revolution will not be televised. Oh boy, good old Black Panther. So so now you got the feet out. This is actually pretty accurate to his Kingdom from War on Cybertron. Now we're gonna split this here, split that whole assembly, and now you can bring his head, open up the mouth all the way, and bring the head like so into place. Then we're gonna get his arms and everything in place. Let's see, straighten that up a little bit there. Yep. Right. So I better okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's move. Yeah, that way the fist can be the way that's supposed to be. This actually moves up and down, but I keep thinking that there's some way that goes up for beast mode, but I haven't figured it out there. But any of y'all got the idea? You know, maybe some of y'all got a Cheetor figure, and maybe y'all this, because I feel like there's something, like maybe there's some way this could be tucked in there when he's in beast mode there. But anywho, I won't worry about that right now. You're gonna take these bottom panel flaps, close that in, collapse under the Cheetor head there, and take his legs. Now you can put his legs in. Now of course you remember, like in Beast Wars, yeah, he had this kind of thing going. You can put them like that. You can have him just kind of hanging down if you like. But if you want to show accuracy, yeah, that's the closest to it. Yeah, pretty much like that. Same in Beast Wars there. And now just turn his head around. There you have him. Beast. Oh, Kingdom Cheetor. So, yeah, there we go. Not a bad figure. Stand up, man. Just stand up. Stand up. Take a stand. Not a bad figure. As you can see, a little work to get him to stand. Good in the back and everything. Can move his arms and everything. Bended elbow joints. Good with the fist movement. Not a bad face sculpt there. Sort of got this, kind of got a sort of a beastly kind of look there. It's pretty cool. Move at the knee. Leg movement. Foot movement there. Not bad either. So, and now, of course, he got his weapon. Put that in here. And that's kind of how he does it. First time I got it, I put it in on this end. I had it in this end when I first got it. You could do that, but that's gonna look kind of weird with that blade down there near his arm there. And I guess you could say he could whip people with his tail. But I think this is actually a little bit better because he can make use of that blade weapon there. So there you go. Would have been nice if he had that gut blaster like the Beast Wars Cheetor did, so he got some firepower, you know. But oh well. Now let's move on to Wreck-Gar. Wreck-Gar right here, and I want to show you something you can do with Cheetor and Wreck-Gar. As you can see, he can roll pretty well. Now you can put, this is what I did on the TikTok video. Had him like that, and let's see, kind of position his legs a little bit there, and you could take his arm. Now you can actually do it with both hands, but since he got the weapon in there, just do it with one of them. Put it right, fits right on the handlebar perfectly. And there you have him. You can have him riding on Wreck-Gar. Yeah, there we go. Yep, kind of maybe let's see, maybe position the sort of like that so it won't drag his feet there. And sort of let's see, so put his hand back on the handlebar there. And now, now you got him. Oh yeah. They see me riding on Wreck-Gar and rolling inside and rolling in. Let's see. They see me riding on Wreck-Gar and know that I'm rolling and riding in Cybertron. I'm rolling Cybertron. I'm rolling on Cybertron. Okay, that doesn't sound too good. Yeah. But anyway, you get the idea. We'll sing the original. The original version of that song might not be too PG for this there. Yeah. As a matter of fact, some people were actually liking the parody version of that song from Weird Al, White and Nerdy, a lot better. Yeah, it's pretty funny there with Weird Al. Okay, so move him to the side, and as you saw, Wreck-Gar holds pretty well. There's probably some other Transformers that could probably ride on them, but Cheetor was the one that I tested that out on. Wheels are pretty good. Pretty good with rolling, especially with the way it's connected in there. Especially the back wheel, it's real good. He has this little thing in the back that rolls, that spins. Oops, and it just came off. Where did it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah, here we are. Okay, right here. Okay, but yeah, you can see it spins pretty good, and it's also his weapon in robot mode. So that's kind of where it stores when he's in his vehicle mode. This little hole at the bottom, like so. It's a, yeah, it can come off. You gotta be careful when you're doing your spinning. Try not to hit that. Just keep it there. Other than that little flaw, not a bad motorcycle. He doesn't have a kickstand or anything, so he sort of will do that. But like I say, if you're trying to roll him, he will. Well, like I say, not exactly easy to get the wheels right rolling like this for some reason. But other than that, I don't see any other problem with him there. It's pretty much all the movement you get with him because, you know, motorcycle. So let's get him transformed, shall we? Take that off there. I'm gonna straighten up what's gonna be the robot mode legs. Take the wheel off there. Set that to the side. It's gonna reattach to him once he's fully transformed. I'm gonna take that. Same thing with the upper wheel, because now you got those gonna be his arms up here. Take this down, revealing the robot mode head. And now we're going, let's see, gonna take this assembly. It's not too hard getting him into robot mode. The hardest part I had was getting him back into motorcycle mode. Yeah. So, yeah, it's that part can be a little difficult the first few times you try it there. But, yeah, you just have to work with it, and yeah, eventually you will get it. You will get it there eventually. I think this is the only hardest part of going between the modes is up here in the upper part there. So, let's see. I think you're supposed to form the torso like so. If I can get that there. Let's see, maybe. Okay, hold on. Okay, maybe turn it around like that. Because I know this is supposed to come over like so. We'll be right. Please stand by. Okay, maybe. Holy dear, holy dear. First time you probably heard somebody say that. There. Okay. We have to force it in there. I just don't want to end up breaking the thing here, you know. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you insert guy's torso into place. And of course, front mode assembly. Want to try to get this in here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. So yeah, you just kind of work. Let's get that other arm, because some little slots. Sorry if I was off camera for a minute. Some little slots right there to sort of snap all this into place at the top. If I can, just got to get it just right. And yeah, there we go. A little working with it, and like I say, still kind of working with it. I've only had him, hadn't transformed him very much since I got him. But like I say, despite the difficulties there, it was a lot more difficult with the going back in the motorcycle mode. Yeah, so get those hands out of there. That one don't want to come out. There we go. Kind of move his handlebars down. And we have Wreck-Gar. Pretty cool looking dude, you know. Even got a little mustache. And yes, he is an Autobot. I think I think in the movie he was on some, he wasn't really on Earth or even Cybertron. I think he was on some other planet or something. Any of y'all seen the movie? I have seen G1 movie, but I only there's only a few things I like really remember off the top of my head, like the beginning with Optimus and Rodimus Prime, the late Matrix of Leadership, and Unicron. So I think he was on some planet because there was a lot of visiting of other robotic planets in that movie. Had the Sharkticons were in there. I think he was on some planet where they were spouting like TV ads or something like that for some reason. Yeah, it was pretty weird there. But anyway, articulation wise, he can move his arms there. His arms. Same with the other. He has a pretty good head movement. Cool dude that can just move, just chilling. Move his legs, bend at the knee joint. Maybe a little too much at the knee joint. Well, he's a toy, so. And of course, these little things, I think this will be like his headlights or something when he's a motorcycle. Could say that they're like lasers when he's in robot mode there. It's a bit of a stretch, but that's what I would do. Now, as for where the wheels reattach, in the picture on the box, when I actually got this guy at Walmart, they had a picture of the wheels attached like this in robot mode. Which is not, I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong with it like this. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention waist movement. But it's not nothing wrong with it. You could say that this would be a pretty good shield. Using his wheel. Yep, and then maybe he could even fire them like Captain America's shield. So it's not a bad thing. But let's see, and this also is, oh yeah, also his weapon. I guess you could say he could pretty much give him the cutting edge. This thing looked like it would make like when you spin it around, this thing would make a pretty good pizza cutter. No, don't actually try cutting pizza with this though. But if we were in the cartoon, it probably would cut the heck out of a pizza. So yeah, this okay, it's not bad. Rolls really good on his arm. But despite the picture, a lot of time I would, since he got this on one leg, I would just do like that. And just have him on both legs there. Yeah. That's it. But that's just me though. Yeah, like I say, the picture has one up here and one down there. When you get the packaging, that's how the picture will show you for the robot mode. Just letting you know. So they won't be like, well, Gabe, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I know. I know this is not what the picture looks like. This is just something that I do. Okay? Okay, we cool. We cool. Just letting you know. They won't be fussing at me for doing it the way that the picture did not show. Okay. So, anywho, that's Wreck-Gar and everything. I think I'll put out, now for the picture, I will put it back the way the picture shows. I'm going to take a picture of this for the thumbnail there, so I'll do it the way the picture shows. That's Wreck-Gar. And of course, I'll put them in the middle of the Cheetors there. I guess you could say the Cheetor-verse. All you need is a third Cheetor, and I guess he could be Doctor Strange. Things just got out of hand. I can't wait to see that new movie. The Multiverse of Madness, man. Stuff with the multiverse is getting pretty cool. I even got that mentioned in my Star Striker comic, Star Striker 2000. Yep. So, That's the Cheetors and Wreck-Gar. Pretty good standing together. Want to add these to your collection? Definitely do so. Pretty cool to have. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Check out, subscribe, share with your friends. Buy some of our available comic books, and also support us on Patreon, even if it's just $1. Yeah, even if all you can do is $1 a month, it's still going to be very much appreciated. But yeah, definitely hop on over to Patreon and do give us some support there. That way, we can really put more into these videos, especially in the future run. It's a lot more I definitely want to put into it, especially like getting new equipment, like new laptops for the webcam filming. Like when I do my live streams, I definitely need a better webcam for my live streams there. But I know I can't get that right now. But that is definitely something I definitely want to get. So yeah, new laptops, maybe probably a microphone, especially for the Royal Talks, like what they be having on Double Toasted, and other little things just to make these things better, as well as continuing into my other videos that I do on the channel, and comic books, stuff like that. So yep, definitely support us. Like I say, subscribe, like, share, buy comics, and Patreon. And we will see you again for the next toy review. Take care, everybody. And also, if you want to shout hallelujah on Facebook, do it. Mark Zuckerman ain't got nothing on us. We can shout hallelujah wherever we please. Hallelujah.